Yesterday there was Steam's yearly wrap-up, the 2018 year in review, and the beginning of the new year announcements, and I was waiting for a lot from this. I was hoping that they'd announce new changes, and also address a lot of the problems that the platform has seen in recent times. Maybe like, I don't know, talk about how they changed their content policies back in August, and ever since then, they haven't actually stuck to those policies. And I was slowly scrolling through it, and I could feel myself slowly growing disappointed because I knew that they didn't actually talk about those important issues. After a long time of dealing with these content policy issues, a few developers have actually announced that they're planning on opening their own alternative platforms to Steam, some with specific focuses on visual novels, and some larger, trying to rival Steam like Epic's new game store. And one of Valve's statements during this yearly wrap-up and looking forward ahead to the future, one of their statements was, "Fast forward to 2018, and the changes that we face this year alone were far beyond what we could have imagined back when we first launched the store. We had to deal with the reality of what it means to open a new platform that we've committed to building. 90 million different people visiting Steam each month means the store needs to be dynamic enough to cater to a diverse set of interests and gives games from developers, big and small, a chance to find their audience." First of all, I feel like though we had to deal with the reality of what it means to have the open platform that we've committed to building would be something that they would never admit unless they had some sort of deeper meaning with saying it. Maybe they're kind of directing this and their struggles to competitors to maybe make them think, well, if Steam can't do it, why can we? Then they go on to say, the store needs to be dynamic enough to cater to a diverse set of interests and gives games from developers, big and small, a chance to find their audience. What do you mean? You've been banning games left and right for shallow and very bare-bone reasons. A lot of developers are leaving your platform because of their games not being able to get on the platform, and even if they don't violate any of the guidelines, they just can't get on your platform. What do you mean giving game developers, big and small, a chance to find their audience? Then afterwards they go on about how they're improving the platform and how they've added in these adult filters, and they didn't talk about the failure or success about this new feature, which this is kind of when I was expecting for them to say, it's been a great tool that we've implemented it, or it hasn't been what we've expected since we've implemented it. They didn't. Why are they acting like this situation going on with censorship on their platform isn't actually happening? It's rude to the developers on your platform, it's rude to the ones trying to enter your platform, and your consumers can't even figure out whether or not a new release can actually be counted on to be released on Steam. I think that they don't want to address it because maybe they know that it's an internal issue, maybe an internal problem with employees using the vague content policies to change, you know, to specify games being on the platform to their own wills. Things that they personally don't like get rejected even though they shouldn't. And then that raises the question to who is overseeing these employees. This issue is spreading from not only visual novels and smaller titles to larger titles and releases, and it's getting pretty damn out of hand. And they haven't addressed the problems ever, from what I really know. I don't think they've ever once discussed the current problems or solutions if they're trying to come up with any. At times like these where they're announcing changes coming to the platform in 2019, this would have been a really good opportunity to address these problems because a lot of people would have seen this press release, a lot of people are reading this, and they didn't. They acted like this doesn't exist at all, and to me that's just really awful, because it slightly ruins more of the confidence I personally once put into Steam. I like having Steam as an all-around hub for all of my digital PC games. Now, I would prefer physical games, but we all know physical PC games just direct you to the website of the publisher and you just use a code, if you can even find them, and I would still like to be able to use Steam. Even if they can't fix these problems with censorship, I still would have hoped that they could have just addressed it and said, hey, you know, we understand your concerns and it will take time, but we promise, you know, to make it better. And they wasted this opportunity, and it's just a real letdown to me. I always think companies can really be redeemed and can redeem themselves. And I think that Steam is still a platform that is great for what it provides to our communities and how diverse the lineups of the games are. I think that Steam does have a great diverse lineup of games. I just hope that they come forward soon and give a statement on these issues so we as consumers and also developers can feel less ignored, and developers can put their faith back into the platform that they're trying to release their games on. That's all I really wanted to talk about today, you guys. I'm very disappointed that Steam didn't address these problems in their newest, press release. I hope that they do in the future. I do still have faith in Steam, and I really hope that they can turn it around. But if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a like, and of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either which way, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon. Hey there, thank you so much for sticking around until the end of the video. You should click that subscribe button, and there are plenty of ways to show support to the channel, such as following me on Twitter, joining the Dark Titans Discord server, or even chipping in on Patreon and becoming a Dark Titan yourself. I'll see you all in the next video.